Hey guys, it's Anna from Anna's Magical Moment. So I'm here to do a little bit of a review. So I tend to, if in my food reviews, not that I've had many on this particular channel, but on my other channel, Kaiju Baits, I tend to do my recaps after I do go through the food and stuff like that. But this was like the first time I've actually had my big camera out with me and filming and stuff like that at like a theme park setting. And I have to say, people like the Tim Tracker Show or like Strictly Dumpling or any of those other food vloggers that are like vlogging food while they're eating, that's like a talent. Or I mean, not a talent, maybe it takes practice, because like I was struggling, like even with like when I got smart and like Chris was like helping, like it's just a struggle. So that is why some of the footage is a little sketch and I apologize. I try to also take pictures and he took pictures. Like, he's such a good fiance. Like he's helping me so much out with the channel. But yes, it's like a really big learning process. I'm probably gonna like mute a lot of the footage and just put music over it because it's a hot mess. With that being said, I enjoyed Busch Gardens, the Food and Wine Fest. Like I said, it was like the first time ever going to Busch Gardens. And you know, something that my friend told me, and I haven't verified it yet, so do not quote me, do not like shout this on the rooftops, but like he said like the new Busch Gardens CEO was like a Disney executive. And if that's true, I do see some Disney-ness into it, but not ever have been to Busch Gardens. I don't know if like that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. So like I've said, I am a travel agent, and so I wanted to, in the best part, not the best part, but like, to help sell what you are selling, you should go to the locations. And so I can sell Busch Garden packages. And so I was like, hey, we had a free weekend and it wasn't terribly expensive. So we spent a weekend at Busch Gardens, and it was Memorial Weekend, and it was so miserably hot that weekend. Saturday wasn't that bad. We actually end up like not even going Sunday because Sunday was actually going to be hotter and more humid. And I don't do well in that kind of setting, and my fiance gets super grumpy when he gets hot, so we just decided just to have a really good breakfast and then go home. So, but Saturday we drove down Friday. We did primarily there for the Food and Wine Festival. And so you can get to the price of your ticket is separate. So you do have to get a park ticket into the park. And we actually sat down and looked at it. We actually didn't waste money by not going because we did get such a good deal, but we could have utilized our tickets much better if we'd gone 2 or 3 days, because it was a 3-day ticket. But anyways, we ended up getting this, which is basically like it's a sampler package deal. And we did, like, it's not punched. She forgot to punch it, which when I got the 15th item, they had no lights for her, so she probably like couldn't see it. But she did charge me and she scanned it. Not charge me, but she scanned it in and everything. So I forgot how many countries, but it's very similar. If you've gone to Disney Food and Wine Fest, it's pretty much it looks exactly the same as well. So I'm pretty sure it's like the same company that does it. So, me and Chris, when we go to Epcot to do their Food and Wine Fest, we kind of do a partner thing. We usually do, like, I'll get one, he gets one, and we split and we share. And that works out for the both of us, unless there's something that we both want. And so with this trip, we did the exact same method. And if you've never gone to Busch Gardens, or like you, Chris, you haven't gone in a long time, they open at 10, but very few of their food vendors are open at 10. Like, we found like the one food vendor that we saw, it was the crepes, and the crepe station was like kind of near Cuba and New Orleans, and that was like the only food place. And the guy even, I was like, yeah, there's most things open at 11. So if you're only there for food and wine, do not go there at 10. Like if you're going to take advantage and ride some rides early and then start food and wine, then do that. Because there was actually a guy that was kind of being a jerk to the New Orleans guy. Like the New Orleans guy was super sweet to us. Like they apparently didn't have the food yet, and he was just like, sorry, but he explained it. He sold us this, and he explained it, you know, like the pricing and everything. I mean, it was pretty self-explanatory. You know, this was $79, I believe, for 15. They had a 10-pack, a 10 sampler for, I think, 50-ish or 59-ish. I can't remember. I'll look up the price. So basically, after you get this, it does save you money, because a lot of the items are anywhere from like $3, like $3.50, to some of the alcohol is a little bit more. Not all of the alcohol is allowed to be punched, but some of them are. So you just, like me and Chris, we try and only do this for food, and any beverages or alcohol we buy out of our own pocket. So I can't remember the first station we went to was New Orleans, but they were out of food. And this was their second weekend, so I think they were just still working out the kinks, because they only do it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so don't go there on Tuesday expecting this. So yes, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they do this. And then we went to Cuba, and Cuba, they did have food. And actually, Cuba was actually one of the stronger food stations in my opinion. Definitely not the caliber of food that I had at the new Cuban restaurant in Massaponax, but it was actually a good Cuban, and it was a good, and I hate saying, because Chris is half Cuban, and he always laughs at how I pronounce things, because I can't do Spanish words very often. Rope verde? Yeah, sure, let's go with that. It was good. The problem that I had with a lot of these meals, and it's not really a problem, it's some of these meals are hot, and when it's like 90 degrees and the humidity is like 90 or 100%, like you don't really want to eat like a hot piping like Cuban sandwich, like, or rope or that thing. And like the other thing that was super good, but it was just not a good thing to have in like 90-degree weather, was the lump crab, it was like the she crab soup in the Virginia stand. I don't know, can't call it pavilion, but that's like more Disney. Like, it was good. I would have enjoyed it if it was like 60 degrees and like, you know, with a pumpkin spice latte. Like that's like what I feel like that was more appropriate for. But it was, you know, some of the items, yes, because it was so miserably hot. Like, actually I didn't drink a lot of alcohol, because I don't like drinking alcohol when I'm like in the sun like that, because, you know, you get dehydrated, and that's not good. I don't really want to pass out on the, you know, at Busch Gardens. So I have to say my favorites were probably at Virginia. It didn't have bacon, but it's like pecan bacon chocolate bar. It is pretty much just like a pecan bar if you've ever had them. And it had chocolate and bacon. There was no bacon. And it was super good. It just was like a little mini, like pecan pie with chocolate, and which I love. I love that flavor combo. I make a wicked chocolate bourbon pecan pie sometimes, and that was probably my favorite. I did enjoy, what was it? Ireland. No, Ireland was spot on. I don't like bangers and mash, but that bangers and mash was probably was like really good. And they had this like Guinness mousse chocolate thing, and it was super decadent, but it was incredible. Like I kind of wish I had it back in my life, because it was really good. The chicken adobo was really good. It kind of reminded me of chicken teriyaki, but it had a little bit of a kick at the end. Their bulgogi is good for what it is. If I compare it to my mother, then no, it's not good. But if for like generic like bulgogi is actually not bad. The rice is definitely not Korean style rice. It was like more like rice pilaf. And it was like, I think those are the like my top. Oh, the poke, or poke, however you want to say it. I don't. In Hawaii, it was actually not bad. You know, I'm always like a little like, should I really get, you know, raw tuna from a temporary stand? And obviously they do take care of like the food and stuff like that, but it's like I'm not the type that goes and gets grocery sushi. I don't like to risk my life like that, or gas station sushi. But it was actually good. I could have had a little bit bigger portion and lost the wonton, and I would have been fine. The seaweed salad was good. The most disappointing was Japan. So, okay, I understand wanting to mix flavors, having salty with sweet. Like that's a really good flavor combo. That's why you got chocolate covered pretzels, you know, and some of the other salt and I'm forgetting some other salt and sweet combos. They need to stop. It should be illegal what they just did. Like when I saw the glaze, I didn't really pay that much attention. Like, and I think part of me was like, well, just try it. Like, I was like, but what the heck is a soy glaze and what is it doing on green tea ice cream? It has no right to be on green tea ice cream. Like, seriously, people, like, they needed to be arrested for doing that. Like, yeah, it should be illegal because that combo is not good because, you know, green tea ice cream is not that sweet to begin with. And then soy sauce is just not a good, like, it's not a good combo. Like, maybe green tea and sea salt. Like, maybe, like, that even sounds horrible as is. But that was by far the worst thing I've ever had in my life. The green tea, if you go and you just want green tea, just ask for green tea. Tell them not to put that glaze on it. Absolutely, positively, do not get that glaze. It's just ruined the green tea ice cream. I mean, that glaze could be completely fine on chicken, on like beef, or like anything but green tea ice cream. So yes, do not go there. Or there, I forgot what we got. Oh, the dumplings. The dumplings were okay. But honestly, like, and the California roll, like, it looked, I mean, I would just skip Japan. And I hate saying that because after Korean food, I love Japanese food second, and that was just a disappointment upon disappointment. But yeah, I mean, I have to say, you know, Busch Gardens Food and Wine Fest, not bad, not the best. Definitely Disney blows it out of the park. There was other stuff that we didn't get to try. Like we didn't try Mexico and a few other of the countries. You know, but the sangria stand and like the Italian dessert stand, like the tiramisu was good. Chris got the cannolis. I just don't think I'm a cannoli person because I haven't like tried that many cannolis in my lifetime, but I don't think I'm a cannoli person, which makes me sad because they look all amazing, but maybe I just haven't had the right cannoli. Maybe when I go to New York next month, it'll change my mind. But yes, so the Busch Garden, I had fun at Busch Gardens. I want to go back. But like me and Chris decided we're not going to do the Food and Wine Fest. We'll just save our money. And, you know, I think like comparing it to Disney is unfair because Busch Gardens is a completely different park. Yeah, they might have elements like pin trading. Well, pin trading is like, it's new this year. There was a lot of good pins, but like my fiance was like, yeah, but like I think because you just don't have as much like iconicness as you do with like Disney and stuff like that. So, and I didn't get any merch. I didn't get any pens. We were like, I was actually gonna go back on Sunday and get everything, but I ended up not because we didn't go. We were smart and decided not to dehydrate our souls. But until next time, guys, I'll see you guys later. Bye. So this is our last, well, she forgot to punch the 15th, but this was the 15th item and I bought that one. So this is the she-crab soup. We'll see how it is. And then we got the chocolate bacon pecan bars. Those look yummy. And then I got the sangria, which this wasn't part of the dining plan. I mean, not the dining plan, the food and wine fest. And it's part of it, but you have to pay extra. This was like $12.75, I think, after tax. It's pretty good. And I get to keep the glass. So let's see. I walked all the way from Virginia to Italy, and the humidity is like ramped up, so I don't know how good soup's gonna be. I mean, it's not horrible. It's not the best soup, but it's good. I think if it wasn't so humid, I think it would be enjoyable. Like, this would be good for like a fall fest. It is enjoyable though. Nice chunks of crab meat. This is good. Just not summer festival. I don't see any bacon. It looks like just a regular pecan bar. Oh, that's really good. This is super tasty. This is so good. I think this is my favorite thing here. Okay.